the Niners, the only person they have more confidence in than Sam Darnold right now is Colton McKivitz. You ask them about right tackle, and they give you this look like, why would you question us? Like, Colton McKivitz is proven, baby. We won a game with him in 2022. We won a game with him in 2021. What more do you need to know? We can win with Colton McKivitz. Where does all this confidence come from?
I don't know, but I will say this. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one because we had similar questions about Jake Brendel. Jake Brendel has started 3 games, and he was fine. He was fine. Good. He played all 20 games. Didn't miss a game. He was fine, man. And you have to expect, even at age 31 with only 3 games, he has a chance to continue to build on that. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Last offseason, we set our watch to 2 things. Left tackle, right tackle. You know what both of them are. You know Trent's the man. You know what Mike is. But what's Banks, Brendel, and Burford going to be?
Correct.
And that didn't look as bad.
3/5 of the offensive line or question marks? That's no way for a Super Bowl contender.
All interior, right? And all of them have basically the same amount of experience.
Right.
So that kind of worked out well. I think at least in this instance, they have earned the benefit of the doubt with the right tackle thing. But
they have a great offensive line coach.
Yes, Chris Forrester's great. Having said that, though, Grant, at pick 99, Blake Freeland is there for you. And do you know who Blake Freeland is? You would have loved this pick if they would have took him, Grant. Blake Freeland.
He's Big Mike.
He's Big Mike.
He's Big Mike in round 3, though, which is where you can take Big Mike. Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. So, everybody railed on Mike McGlinchey because of where he was taken.
Exactly.
But Blake Freeland is exactly what he is. Great in the run game, athletic, can get to the second level, has issues in pass pro. But at pick 99,
little high cut, little light,
and pad levels a problem. Fine, okay. But at pick 99, you can deal with those bumps and bruises as opposed to pick 9.
And no one's mad that you took that guy with that limited skill set in round 3. That's where you take right tackles.
Right, and he fits exactly what you want to do. Like, it would have been glove in hand, right? The other question is this, though.
Yeah, they like McGlinchey. They were just embarrassed they took him top 10.
That's it. And then they realized his bag was going to be too big and they weren't going to pay that.
Exactly.
The thing is this, though. Are the 49ers acting like none of their offensive linemen have a chance of getting injured? Because
that's my question.
Matt Pryor.
Bad.
No.
No.
And if push come to shove and Matt Pryor has to play, I would rather see Feliciano taking the right guard and then move Burford out to right tackle.
Exactly. That's the problem. Can you win if McKivitz isn't on the field? What if Trent Williams or McKivitz misses a game? Who's your swing tackle? You don't have one.
That's the thing, right? Like, and again, so this whole draft has been justified by many people, including the 49ers. Well, we don't have needs as starters. But what about depth?
Right.
What about
so Nick Sickell better be good then. You better trust Nick Sickell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, like depth is important, and you had a chance to address it with a higher upside pick, but you took a kicker.
And then you took a blocking tight end. No disrespect to blocking tight ends out there, but offensive tackles are harder to find.
And Ladu should have went way later. Like I have way bigger hopes for Braden Willis. Way bigger hopes for him. Yep. But my thing is this. Look, when you get into this game of drafting because you don't have a need and you don't go best player available and you aren't trying to address your roster over and over again in certain spots, which they did at the end of the draft. So I don't want to. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Look at what Philly and Seattle just did. Now, stay with me because Philly and Seattle have high picks. They have first rounders. Who goes to the Super Bowl and then has a top 10 pick? The Philadelphia Eagles do. That's
right. Yep.
They lose Hargrave. Okay. Jalen Carter has questionable off the field stuff, but he falls to them. Could be really good. Another cornerback, another safety, Sidney Brown, another edge rusher, Nolan Smith.
Yeah.
They reloaded with cheap talent. Now, again, you don't play games on paper. You don't play them on paper. But goodness,
depth is not an issue for the Eagles.
Not at all. And you're looking at a team that is replenishing their roster in case guys lose, to bigger contracts, things like that. Because Jalen Hurts' contract doesn't toll this year, really. It's next year when it really starts.
And meanwhile, the Eagles did not take a step back. I mean, they held serve like the Niners did.
Right. But they had higher draft capital to invest. They did it the right way. They continue to replenish at the spots that they needed to. And again,
they're not like, we were in the Super Bowl, we'll just take a kicker, screw this draft. Like, no,
right.
no.
That kicker pick was so
arrogant.
Yeah.
just like Wisnowski 4 years ago. We're good. There's no one who could possibly help us down the line. Like, okay, you just passed on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Max Crosby, Tony Pollard. Like, dude, there's good players in round 4. Look at all the players you get in round 5.
You passed on Blake Freeland. You passed on Isaiah McGuire, who's an edge. You passed on wide receivers. You passed on corners. You passed on Keely Ringo.
You passed on 4 to 5 guys who are definitely going to be better than the guys you took. We just don't know who exactly they are yet, but we could probably guess.
That's my thing is, so with this McKivitz thing, and I see at 99, you see Blake Freeland sitting out there, man. And DeJuan Jones was on the board as well, too, from Ohio State. Yeah. I mean, I understand that there's a story out that he's telling people at the combine that he wanted to play in the NBA. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I heard about Armstead. No one cared. Armstead's first love was basketball, too. Are people going to hold that against him? Who keeps playing football now?
It's just, my thing is I don't want to keep talking about this pick, but I really do feel like if they would have taken any position that was an actual football player, even if it was a player that I didn't agree with, I still would have been okay with it because you're investing in talent and actual football players. Right. And that's what they had to do with this pick at 99 or 101. Blake Freeland would have been perfect. You could play McKivitz this year. You don't have to start Freeland. You can let him develop if you think he has issues with pass pro, which he does. Yeah. But you give yourself depth. And you give yourself a chance to have a starting right tackle for year after year instead of having a 2-year guy with McKivitz. Like, it just that pick will never make sense to me. I don't care who tries to justify it. Not John Lynch, not Kyle, not anybody. No one will be able to justify that pick for me. None.
Right. They're in a position where either Nick Zakelj becomes his do-it-all swing tackle, or Jalen Moore's the backup left tackle and Matt Pryor's the backup right tackle. Good Lord. So
Matt Pryor.
They made their bed. They seem okay with it. We'll see what happens. Battle Beast 19 says BP is a poor man's Tua. Tua hasn't lost a game he started and finished. He also took Jalen Hurts' job. Just a random thought. BP stock down this year.
Wait, didn't Tua lose to the Niners?
He got smacked, dude. So hard. And I felt like Tua, his confidence evaporated like on the field. You could see it go. I haven't seen that from Brock yet, but
the thing is in that game, because I had to watch it again because I got the Miami Dolphins offensive manual. There were so many drop passes in that game. Nobody was trying to help that kid out.
4 or 5.
Yeah,
it was true. Official BNA Music 88 says Sam Darnold equals 77.2 rating, 3,670 yards, 16 touchdowns, 16 interceptions in 18 games. Teddy Bridgewater, 92 rating, 3,700 yards, 15 touchdowns, 11 INTs in 15 games. Yeah, man, Sam Darnold's had a million chances. What about Teddy? What about Jameis? Those are
poor Sam. Why isn't anybody thinking of Sam? Why aren't you thinking of Sam and his fair shot, Grant? Why?
Poor Sam. Something no one has ever said. Poor Sam Darnold. Except for Frank Gore, who thinks he's really good. Sorry. No legit reason to hate Trey. Alternative motives. Again, I think it comes back to, remember, there's a very dedicated Jimmy Garoppolo fan base. Jimmy took a lot of ridicule from his own fans. Those fans took it personal, and they've been waiting to pay it back for years. So that's what it is. And if you ask them, they'll tell you, yeah, that's what it is. Don't dish it if you can't take it.